Howdy ho, neighbors. It's Cody and Vera here with Secondhand Farms, and today we have baby bunnies. Well, we had them a few days ago, but usually we leave them alone for a couple days, kind of let them get acclimated to the new world before we mess with them too much. And we're not going to handle them much today. Vera wants to see one, and I want to count them. So here we go. So it's good and warm down in there. Ooh, look at all them little naked jumpy beans. I had never seen a baby bunny until we started raising rabbits. I mean, I'd seen the little ones, you know, like your dog would drag up in the yard, but they remind me of the naked mole rat off of Kim Possible, if you all ever watched that. All right, no, don't touch him. He's little. You like him? Yeah, gentle. No, he's too tiny to be handling very much, baby. All right, tell him bye. We got to put him back in there. He's cold. He ain't got no fur. Yeah, no. All right, tell him bye. No, just tell him bye. Bye. That was abrupt. All right, so let's see how many's in here. We got 1, 2. Oh, they're hard to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feels like 5 down in there. We'll cover them back up. All right, let's put them back in there, baby. All right, there you go, Mama. They're back in there. You can check on them if you want to. Now, she has 5 that has survived. She had, I think we counted 6 of them that she didn't have back in the fur. And I don't know if they didn't look quite right, but we didn't handle them much. So I don't know if maybe they were deformed. It happens. Or if she just didn't get them in the nest and they got too cold, because she had them Friday or Saturday evening, I think. It was late in the evening when it started cooling back down, and it doesn't take very long for a baby bunny to chill out and die when they're that small. So but anyway, so she's on her last strike. They say 3 strikes and you're out. And we may be looking to replace her. We'd kind of talked about going with all Californians slowly. See this one over here? She's one of our Californians, our only Californian doe, I suppose. And update on this one over here. This is the other one that we put the nest in our short video, and she still hasn't pulled any hair yet or anything. Come on, focus. There it goes. She still hasn't started pulling any hair yet, so she's not ready yet. They were, according to my spreadsheet, they were due Friday, and that's just an approximate. Sometimes they'll have them right on the date, and sometimes they will wait for, I think they say give them a week or 2 past your expectation date, and if not, you can breed them back. But I'm pretty sure she's bred, because she's definitely gotten bigger over the last 30 days. But anyway, spring is upon us, so we're gonna start back into baby bunny season. And with that, I thought it'd be kind of cool to show you guys our spreadsheet on how we keep track of who had what babies and how many they've lost, and we can keep a total of that up to the end of the year. Okay, so here's our breeding sheet. As you can see down here at the bottom, I have all of our does that we have. Darla White doe, the Amish doe, those are the 2 that had their babies, and 302, and then the California doe. You can I'm not going to go over how to set everything up, because that kind of takes a little longer, and you have to know how to use Google Sheets or Excel. This is Google Sheets. I use it because That's on my phone and it's on my tablet, and you can link an email address to it, and say I adapt one on my phone while we're out there like counting the baby bunnies and stuff. Then later when I come in the house, or if I'm somewhere else, I can bring it up on my tablet, and as long as it's hooked to the internet, it will refresh and it will update everything that I've put on one device and open it on the other. So let's get started here. First off, we have the the breed column, and that's the date we put in that they were put with the buck. So for the Darla doe, the one we call Darla, she was put with the buck on the 12th of March. So we'll put 3/12. Now I've already put the formulas in this little FX button down here. I put it in that the sum of column B2, which is this one on litter 1, plus 28, because they have roughly a 28-day gestation period. That gives me plenty of time to get the nesting box in after the date that's on there. So I put in the 12th, and it already calculated she was due on the 9th. And here the kitted column, that's when she had them. She had them on the 10th of April, so I'll put 4/10. And then it automatically figures their wean date and their butcher date, because I put in the formula for wean date is D2, which is still litter 1 column, or row, I guess, and plus 42 days, because we leave them with their mama for 42 days, and then later it's 56 days after the wean date. That figures, so these will be due to be butchered in July 17th. So now over here, I put how many was born. He had 11 of them, but she lost 6 of them. So there you go. You have your down at the bottom. It also totals all of your born and lost, so you can keep track of how good of a mother they are through the year. And she ended up having 5 survive. So I have a category for the father, and she was bred to Casanova, our all-white New Zealand, and that's pretty well all for her. So, and all of these just random dates. There sometimes when you put the figures in, it just throws random numbers out, but as soon as you put an entry in, it straightens right up, and it's like it was never there. Okay, so here's our Amish doe, and she was also bred on March the 12th. So she was also due on the same date, April 9th. But she didn't actually have hers until the 13th. So that puts her a few days later on weaning and butchering. But really, we go by appearance. If they're looking like they're putting on good weight and everything, then we'll just go ahead if we've got time to do them all at the same time, especially when they're that close together. So anyways, and she only had 5 of them. I don't know what the deal was with that. I will have to say they were huge, but 5 is a pretty low number, especially for her, because she's been a really good doe. But this is the first time we've bred them this season, so, and they've had plenty to eat, so they are a little chunky. That definitely makes a difference. But anyways, I digress. But she had 5 and she didn't lose any, so we're gonna leave that blank. She was bred to Hollywood. He is our Californian buck. And like I said before, we are thinking about maybe slowly switching over to all Californians, but that'll be later down the road. Anyways, that's pretty well it. That's all I have on my spreadsheet. You can do so much more. You could even add a column for weight, and you could average the weights of all of their litters and how much meat you get off of them, and you can total all of that on the one sheet, and it amazes me what all it can do. It's very, very handy. I hope it was helpful, but I will try and save a blank copy to one of the sheets in Dropbox and put a link in the description. And with any luck, you can open that and you can start your own from that one. It did take me a little bit to figure out all of the equations. Like I said, the date thing was kind of a learning curve, but once I figured out you can use sum, it's very simple. So anyways, hope you learned something. Thanks for watching, and till next time, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.